our backs to the mount. Doo, doo, doo. There we go, good. All right. And we're gonna just find our feet as much as we can. Reach down through the heels. Feel the big toe and the pinky toe. Good. And then just breathe there. Big inhale, opening the collarbones. Exhale, shh. Lifting yourself out of your hips. Good. Inhale, expand. Really see if you can expand the ribs here. And then exhale, shh. Lift out of your hips. Take some stress off the hip attachments. Inhale and exhale. And that lift comes from front to back. Think of it as scooping pubic bone and then through your mid back and out your spine. One more breath. Big expand, good. And then lift, good. Inhale and exhale, press your hands just gently forward. Still look for your lift. Inhale, release those hands back. Good, and again, shh. Good. Good. Get very tall, very tall. We're trying to lift right out of our hip bones, right out of our leg bones. Shh. Good. And one more. Good. And then I add a little bow. So abs up, spinning just at your bra band. Shh. Good. And then lifting your chest, reaching back. Good. And abs up. Shh. Good. And then release. Good. Two more. Good. Good. Then we're going to press with just your left hand. Bow. Good. And then bow with just your right hand. And notice just your own square, right? They used to call it working in the box, hip to hip, and then across the collarbone and down. As you bow, notice if you twist in your box, can you stay centered? Does your hip swing in your box? Yeah, good. That's it. Last side. Nice. Then take your hands up to your armpits. Good. Then up to the sky. Good. Now a standing bow here. Lift up like you're about to jump and dive into a pool. Keep your arms by your ears and just stretch your spine up to your thumbs as you bow. Come back up. Bring your hands down into W's. Back up to the sky. Lift. Good. And then down into W's. Good. That's it. Good. Good. And last one. Should feel good to that back, I hope. Good. And then we're going to come back up into one more bow. Now you're just going to release your right arm back. Let your left arm stay up. Just reach back into the slack. Reach back into the slack. Push all the way down till you can feel it. Yeah, it's like a little modified butterfly. Arms come back up to the sky. Bow. Other hand reaches back, goes into the slack, then presses back into the tension against you. That's it. Good. And up. Bow. Good. All the way around the back. There you go. Good. And last one. And all the way. Good. Arms come back up. And then we're just going to bring them back down. Actually, no, sorry, bring them back up. We need to bring them back up because we are going to pivot around and face our mount. So if you have your squishy ball, grab that squishy ball. And we're going to put it between our thigh bones. Yes. Wake up our medial quad just a little. What's that, Libby? All right. So first, we're just going to come up into releve. So think of pulling around the back of that ball. If it shoots out forward, that's probably a good sign. Your deck. Yep, feet in parallel. That's a good question. Feet are in parallel. No, just as wide. If you have a ball that's big for you, you might be wider than parallel, but I don't want you to be like narrower. Yeah. So the ball is just giving us something to work around. As we come up on our tiptoes, I want you to think of pulling the whole back of your leg behind that ball. Yeah, and your heels might move to center, and that is A-okay. Good. Now, if you feel anything weird in your knee, reassert your big toe. Usually that's the issue. We start to roll off toward the outside of our foot. Yeah. Good. Is that okay, Lisa? Okay. Okay. Good. All right, and one more. Nice. Okay, good. And then we're going to sit in a plie. So plie is it's a modern plie, so we're keeping our spine upright and it's small. It's not quite that Pilates chair sit that we do. We're just seeing if we can bring our booty right behind our heels down and then back up. So keeping the spine upright. Yeah. Good. And let your abs pull back to the back of your spine and up your spine as you bend your knees. And as you're bending your knees, that's where we need a little bit more attachment to the ball. We're not going to squeeze it on the way up. We're going to squeeze it a little bit on the way down. Yeah. Good. I know, it's tempting to squeeze it on the way up, isn't it? That's the easy part. It's the down. Because the down works with the natural small internal rotation that we have, or we should have, so that we can flex our hips. Good. Two more. My quads are burning.
You had the doggy laugh.
Good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right. Good. So watch it. So not the knees coming forward, right? I want the butt to land behind your heels. Yep. Trying to keep your torso upright. That's it. Yep. So not here. Here. And back. Yes. 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 So now you've got your glute in a long position. As you come down, it has to help decelerate and work with this, and then it has to really wrap back up to get you back up. Does that make sense? You can feel it? Good. And then Diana, see if your hip will let you come upright a little more. And even if that means, this is a good way to practice, even if it means you have to come here and then dial up. And let your abs help with that dialing. Yeah, I know. Hold on. And then bring your ribs come. And so you might dial it down just a hair just to get yourself upright, because we're not going to back bend. All right. Yes! Yes, Diana! That's, wow, beautiful. That was awesome. Okay, you do another one and then you'll catch up with us because that was great. Do another one like that just so it's in your body. And the rest of us, we're going to take a roll down interlude. Just letting yourself roll down through your spine because you just worked really hard keeping that spine in line. And then you're going to round your spine back up. Good. Fists up to your shoulders, all the way to the sky for a high pull. And that's it. You got it. Good. How was it the second time? Good. And then we'll round. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. And then all the way up. High pull. Good. And then last time down. Good. Up. All the way up. Nice. All right. So now we are going to do a regular plie and a releve. So Lisa, you adjust however you need to. So starting with the releve, we come up. Good. Now we're going to plie, which pretty much looks like we just did, right? Because we're in parallel. So we're pulling the abdominals back, seeing if we can stay as upright as possible. We're letting ourselves use the straps for balance, stability. That's it. Trying to get your booty back. Good. Check on that big toe. Press it as you come back up to a stand. Good. And then release down. Yeah. And inhale, exhale up. Inhale and exhale lower. Hi, precious. Hi, beautiful. Trying to get, that's it. That's it. Good. Find that big toe and the ball of the big toe. Press up. Good. And then come down. Good. Good. Let's do two more. That's it. Remember, you're squeezing on the way down, just a little. Release the squeeze on the way up. Good. And last one. See if you can get a little more upright or hips a little further back. You've got this strap to help you. That's it. Good. All right. Let's take that ball out. Whew. Your legs should feel very light. Yes. We'll put that guy down out of the way for a sec. Good. How are we doing? Yes. Good. Okay. Okay, good. So we're going to step into second position plie. No, yes, second position plie. We'll just alternate side to side. I'm going to start to my left because it brings me closer to you. Hello. And then back. Good, so I'll scoot over for you though. There we go. All right. Good. Yeah. Ha! Good. All right, then all we're going to do is turn around, do the same thing, this time with a little push forward. So I'm going to start to my right now. Now I want you to push forward. Here I want you to really feel, we've been talking about pulling through your body and up your spine. I want you to make sure that's what you're doing because otherwise it becomes straight through the front of your hip and out the back. Yeah? So I want you to pull abs up and in and up your spine. Ooh, okay. That's better. Good. Can you make the arms smooth? So they're not just punching and then falling back. Yeah, so you have to work your center a little longer. That's it. Good. That was better. Smooth. Forward, smooth, back. Yep. Good. That's it. Good. That's it. Let's do one more each way. So I've got one more to the right, one more to the left. Nice. And then we're just going to step to the side to the mount. How are your inner thighs doing? Feeling them? Yeah. Okay, good. So we take the strap, put it on the foot that's farthest away from the mat. Mount, not mat. Ooh, pardon me. Actually, I wonder. We'll see what happens on the other side, Lisa. So, and then all we're gonna do is plie again. Only this time, hopefully you feel a little more emphasis on the outer hip as you go out, and then back in. Yes. So all I'm doing is a little plie here, trying to find my weight on my heels. Ball of foot is still down, right? So every time I say that, we're not giving up the toe. It's just that we're not giving up the heel. Good. Now, same thing with leg as we talked about with hands. We're not punching it, right? And we are controlling it. So in both directions, yes. Good. That's it. Better. Nice. Good. All right. You got one more. Good. And then we're going to turn that into a skater with a little push across. So now make sure that knee is going to face forward as you land, foot and knee face forward. So I'm going to turn into parallel, come out to the side, sit in my skater, push across. I'm not pushing down, I'm not folding over, I'm rotating at the torso. Good, coming all the way back up. Straight out, land in parallel, rotate through your torso, come all the way back up. And if you need more resistance, you're welcome to grab on at your rope. That's it. Good. Pull on the way back. Yes, good. Good. So Diana's already added in her arm. That's perfect. That's totally fine. And then you make it feel like you're doing saw or a spine twist. Yeah. Good. Let's do two more. Good. And last one. Twist across. Now hold it there. Untwist with the arm coming low up to the mount. Reach up. Take your low hand, put it on the inside of your thigh. Pull back with your mid back, your shoulders. Good. Sweep it across you. Push across. Good. So now the arm is staying long. Yep. Hand on the inside of your thigh. Pull back with both shoulder blades. You'll feel yourself more stable. Just like we talk about hip to hip. Same thing, shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Both are pushing against resistance, right? The back of my hand, use the back of your hand against that leg. So not inward, but backhanded. That's it. Here you go. Good. That's it. And last one. Good. All right. Bring your arms back out. Good. Take a nice breath. Exhale all the way up and home. Good job. Okay. Let's take that off your foot. We'll go to the other side. Okay, sip of water, but you'll start with your plies. Sorry.
The forehand?
The close hand.
Oh,
The close hand. The close hand has your strap. All right. Get myself up. How does that feel on that ankle? Okay. Okay, good. I like how you're giving yourself support. That's good. Huh. So Lisa, let's use this as an opportunity to work your right side. This is so interesting because I want you to get a lot of support. And as you step out, I want you to really be as vertical as possible. Hang off your strap a little bit. And so you can see I've really taken a lot here. Very vertical, no tipping. Yeah. So every time you step out, there's a little tip right here. I want you to keep that line straight. Because I don't want you to have a hip issue by the time your ankle heals. I don't want to be a spiral. There you go. Yeah. Good. And then Diana, as you step out, do you yes, okay, good. So maybe let's see, if we step you over no, that's the wrong direction. I think we have to step you forward. If you step slightly forward to the corner, does that help you get your hip back? Your left one? If you go to your right corner, sort of towards your Bosu. No, I'm sorry. Step back where you were, but as you step out with your right, let it step forward a little bit toward the Bosu. There you go. And then that's going to hopefully bias this guy to open up a little and round back. Cut. So, Diana, you work on that for a sec. Lisa, that's better. So, Lisa and Mark, you guys start your skaters. So start in parallel, hip down, and just sit into that, zoop, and come back up. And then, Dan, I'm still watching your hip. Yeah, better. So coming home, that's a tricky one, isn't it? That's where it just wants to round in to collapse everything inward. Whoa, nice, yes. One more like that. Look at your muscles. That was great. That was great. Yes. Wow, good job, lady. So if you feel like you're good with that, then you can go ahead and kind of join in on the skater. And then remember, we're not bowing to the ground on skater. We're squatting on one foot, right? We're not doing this. We're trying to squat and get our butt down. Yeah, and again, you got this handy strap. If you need it, hold on to it, and then like you're lowering yourself down a mountain to get you some leverage. So you can get your joints to feel what it feels like to actually get your butt down and not your chest down. So if it's coming across the front of your shoulder, you're bending over instead of sitting down. That's a hot tip. Good. And then when you feel ready, you can add that press across. Remember, you're rotating across your body. And then back up. And then you can add in, just like Diana, your saw or spine twist arm up to the sky behind you. So Lisa, still see if you can use that strap on the way out, because you've got your hip level and so you compensated with your knee. I know, it's crazy. Does that make sense? So when you step out, just step out and then sit instead of... Can you step with a straight right leg? Keep it straight? Huh. Yeah. There you go. Good. All right, we have one more with your rotation. Yes. And then we'll hold it. Take the strap hand, sweep it down to the floor. Put your free hand on the inside back hand of your thigh and pull over the top. Good. And then down. Into the slack and then back overhead. Good. Remember, when it goes overhead, do use your shoulder blades. Good. Oh, my butt is getting higher. I gotta lower it back down. That's it. Good. You got one more? Yeah? Okay, good. Nice. Okay, and then we can come back to home. And take that strap off your foot. Nice. And we'll turn our backs to the mount. And then we're going to get eventually down onto our mats. So if you want to have your mat handy or whatever is good and cushiony for you, you can bring that nearby. Okay, first we're going to start with our floating plank up here. Yeah? So just pressing hands out, floating forward, just like we usually do, reaching your heels down to the mat. And then Lisa, if you would feel better with 1 foot forward so there's less of an angle on that back knee, or sorry, back ankle, the left one. I hope I'm making sense. Trying to help you not overstretch that. Good, okay. So then just floating back to home and then bringing the arms in. So we press, standing our ground, float, come back, pull in. Press, float, ooh, back and in. Yeah, just warming up a little bit this way. Good. And last one. Good, okay, so then we have to get down to the mat. You can do it in a lunge. So you can step forward or back, drop down to your mat, and then sit on your, be on your knees. Is there anyone who can't be on their knees this morning? Everyone's okay on your knees? Is that okay with your ankle? Okay. All right. So here you can hopefully see how I am not supporting myself. I feel supported because I'm good at this position, but I really am putting a little strain on the SI joint. So if you're like me, we're going to bring those ribs up and back. Let them lift up the back of us. And it's going to shift us a little. We have to push our hips forward more while we bring the ribs back, yeah? Okay, now press forward again. And bring those arms back in. You got it. And we're just holding our ground here. So it should be hips forward, ribs pulled back. In your toes, those of you who can't put your toes on the ground, check that you are on big toe, second toe, third toe, and not third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. That's it. The nice thing about this position is that you can hook your big toe on the ground and then pull the other one slightly away from it. You get a nice work through opening that first joint of the toe. One more press here. Good. All right. And then arms just come up toward the sky. Exhale, bow. Good. Big, deep bow. Keep pulling your abs up. See if you can make that into a cat roll down. Almost. Just to the point where the straps hit your shoulders. Good. Unfurl. Good. And then bring your hands back to your shoulders. So similar to what you did standing, but now the intensity is a little higher. So hips forward, ribs in. Rounding down. Your idea is that you're going to get those hands all the way toward the front of your knees, but we can't because we're stopping when the straps hit our shoulders, yeah? Yes, Diana. Beautiful. That's exactly right intention. That's better, Lovey. Good. Yes. Good, right? So me, Mark, and Lisa, we're working at keeping those hips pressed forward while we bend. That's a Diana. I bet there's a little teeny bit under that low rib you can draw back through you. Just a teeny bit. Yes. Keep your hip forward. Awesome. Good. It's like you're getting ready to, I don't know, do a front handspring or something. They're eccentrically holding. They're in a long position and on isometrically. Your glutes should be pushing you forward. Hip flexors holding would be concentrically would look something like that, but they're open. So yes, the answer is yes, it's okay for you to feel them, but keep pushing that hip forward. There you go, good. And you should feel the bottom of your tush. Okay, very good. Because that's the thing that is trying very hard to push you at the work. Okay, so then we're going to come and sit all the way on our bottoms. And feet are forward. Now that we've warmed up a little bit. And we're going to, again, I'm showing you me at almost my worst. Oh, here's my more worst. My tail is under and my chest and head are forward. Here's me with my tail up. Now my ribs are in. Now my spine is lifted, right? So again, you're thinking of those blocks. We're going to exhale, hug a tree. See if you can keep pushing your heels down against the ground and your sits bones down. And that should help give you a little bit of support. Good, that's it. You should almost have a sensation of when those arms come together, if your legs are pressing down, you're lifting your ribs up. You're getting taller through your spine as the arms come together. Lovely, good. That's it. And last one, then the hands come into the sides, the elbows point back. Again, there's this temptation to arch the back here. Stack yourself up. We're going into low row. So we exhale, come into bow, push those hands forward. Keep reaching through your spine. Let the arms lift to your ears. Push those heels down and then stack your spine all the way up. Circle the arms around. Good. And scoop in. Reach. Arms to your ears, pressing those thighs down. Stacking up. Good. That's it. I'm going to try to watch you as we do the next one. Scoop. That's it. Good. Arms to the ears. Lifting the spine. Nice. Good. Last one. I'm just watching. I can't watch and move on this one. Nice. Good. Nice stacking. Okay, good job. Good job, gang. All right. So, oh my goodness. Muchacho just did a stretch so not big, he cracked his neck. He's having the most luxurious stretches right now. All right, so we're going to take ourselves and round all the way down to the mat. My beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to scoot into frame a little bit. All right, knees bent, feet are flat on floor. I know feet and straps would sound so amazing right now, but not yet. First, we're going to grab onto the ropes a little bit higher so you have some nice resistance. If your little ball, your squishy ball is in hand's reach, you're welcome to grab it here. You could put it between your thigh bones. I'm going to do that. All right, so we are not going to squeeze as we lift the hips. We're going to squeeze when the hips are down, okay? So we're going to row first with both hands, pulling the elbows down, lifting the hips up, and then inhale, exhale, tiny squeeze, just a little, just enough. Good. We're working with our natural, what we should naturally do. Yep, inhale and exhale, pull the elbows down, hips press up. Inhale, exhale, release slowly the arms, engage more the legs. Good. Inhale, exhale, pull. Am I sweating? On the way down. The legs squeeze on the way down. What's that?
Yes, I'm sweating.
And Mark says, yes, he's sweating. Good. Okay. So then we're going to take just your right arm, lift the hips up as you pull the right arm down. Can kick that right leg. Good. Put it down. Switch arms. Can kick the left as you pull down your left. Good. That's it. Good. Can you keep driving through that supporting heel? The kick is your distraction, right? What's important is how are you getting that hip up? There you go. That's it. Good. Let's do one more each side. Good. All right. And then round down through your spine. Ah, nice and easy. Good. All right. So take your ball out. We'll put the straps on your feet. And then keep your ball handy. Don't let it roll away if you're using a ball. Whoop. All right, so first you get to just let your legs hang in butterfly for a second. Soles of the feet, you got monkey feet. And we're gonna make monkey circles. I can't remember the last time we did monkey circles. So pressing down with the back of your legs, pulling in as close as you can. And here, if there's a place you can keep your ball rolling away from you, you're welcome to help get that range of motion, right? Pull those feet in. This is not an easy one for me. My hips just naturally don't go that way. Yeah. And then we'll reverse, start low, keeping those feet together, and then lifting up. And you might have that right foot might not feel good doing that, Lisa. That's okay. You let it be at whatever angle it needs to be. Good. The trick with tendons is that once they're warm, you don't feel the pain, so it's easy to push. So you got to be just a little bit extra careful. Good. Feel good? All right, then we're going to pull these guys in, extend out for leaping frog, sweep them together down low, and then pull them back in again as far as you can, as close as you can. Good. Keep the thighs still as you extend out. Sweep them down low. Good. And pull them in. Good. Out. Sweep. Good. Pull. And last one. Out. Sweep. Good. And pull. Okay. So our inner thighs should feel like they got a little bit of off-duty time. Now, we're going to ask for them again. I'm going to take our ball, put it between the inside blades of your feet. So you're just between the knuckle of the ball of your foot. This is going to be tricky. You okay? You're strapped? All right. So you have to keep your toes pointed away from you so your strap doesn't come off. And then Lisa, you just be real careful. We're going to pull the strap down. And now, to me, it makes the strap feel much heavier than it normally would be. Good. And I want you to really think from the back of your thigh bones. Pull those guys to the ground. That's it. Good. Right? Not monkey feet. So not monkey feet, just the inside ball of your foot. Oh, who is that? Oh, do you want to go? Oh, okay. It was weird. She looked a little bit like you. Just in that moment, real quick, I thought that was you. I'm like, where'd you get the hat? All of a sudden. All right, so hopefully we're feeling a little more hamstrings as well. We're gonna lower the leg just about halfway. Now keep the thigh still. And this, I like to put a practice hand on here. And we're just gonna bend and unbend your knees. And so the hand on the thigh is to keep the thigh still. Once I set it at that sort of 45-degree angle, I want it to stay there. So not up here high to the sky. We're gonna come here and pull down there. That's it, good. Good. Last two. We should hopefully be feeling back of leg. And you might be feeling a little bit of quad. Good. All right. And then let that come all the way up. Now bend your knees at 90 degrees. Push straight out. It's bend and stretch. And bring it back in. Set your abdominals as it goes out. Good. Can you let your shins travel parallel to the floor for as long as possible? So instead of letting your back of your leg pop up, you're going to think of that parallel line for as long as you can. Good. Two more. How long can you stay? Keep that as if the ball was rolling across a table. Don't let it go up into space and become a balloon. Can you lower right there, Diana? Don't come back in. Oh, okay, you came back in. That's okay. Bend your knees a little more to start with. I want them even more bent. I want your ball pulled down just a little bit. That's it. That's it. Good. Now keep it that low. Just keep pressing out. Don't let your ball get any higher. Keep it low. Keep it low. Good job. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. All right. So we can reach in and take that ball.
Oh.
I know. Whew. And the little ball can go away to the side somewhere out of your way. Good. That's much more of what? Yeah. All right. And then we get to reach those legs out. Yes. And then we get to have some nice leg circles. And remember, you want to only go as far as you can keep your strap on your feet. So they don't have to come all the way back up if your angle is such that you're going to lose your strap. Good. And then after you go one way about 3 or 4 times, you can reverse direction. Good. And then when you get your lastish one, then you can bring your feet in and give yourself a stretch. So I like to grab onto the hardware, and then you can pull those adductors open. And we're just going to hold that for a second. We worked a lot of the adductors today. First, you can relax into the strap and let your hands just help hold it for you. And then after you've relaxed a little bit, close it up. Squeeze your inner thighs that you were just stretching, then open it back up and pull actively with your arms, reaching through your heels. Pull those heels out. Good, and then you'll do the same thing. Hold it, squeeze actively, then release and immediately pull with your arms. And reach out through those heels. Good. And hopefully that feels good. And then we'll gently let go. I'm going to sweep my legs back together one more time, straighten out, and then grab the straps so that we can take them off. Then we'll flip on over onto our bellies and have a little swan. Do you guys have a preference this morning for which swan you want? How are your shoulders doing? How's your shoulder feeling, Lisa? You have great shoulders? Okay, so let's face them out. Let's face them out on our bellies. Or Diana, if you want to face the opposite way, I'll flip around and show you what that looks like too. So we're on our bellies and those legs are extended. Kneecaps lifted and glutes are on. We're going to inhale, start floating the sternum up off the mat. Pull the fist toward your armpits and then slide them back forward and down. So we're just prepping. Inhale, up. Pull in, forward, and down. And one more. Inhale up. In. Out, down. Now we're going to press those fists back all the way. So inhale up, exhale, pull up to your armpits, the knuckles under as you push back. Lift your spine a little further away from those fists and then circle those arms around and forward and down. Inhale, lift, exhale, pull, press. One big long. Good. All the way around. Good. Hand in. Yes? That kitty. Is that the neighbor cat? Oh my goodness.
Okay, so your hands need to be right here.
Yes. Good. All right. And then we're going to do one more little spinal exercise. We're going to reach through your straps and grab onto your hardware. And then you're going to rotate your palms so your palms face down. Pull your palms facing down behind your head. Feel your shoulder blades turn on. And then reach forward again. As you pull them behind your head, you're going to lift your sternum up slightly. So I know, Diana, you've probably been on the Cadillac doing the swan with that bar. It should feel similar to that. The sensation of it coming back here. And of course, you could definitely do this one with the bar because it's very instructive. You can feel if your hands are actually making it behind your head. Good. That's it. Now let's see. Can we pull behind the head, let the sternum lift? Now reach your arms up, 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 and pull back behind your head again. Glutes on. Lower down, bringing it with you, and then reach it forward. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale, pull. Good. Arms up, arms back. Good. Bring it with you. Good. And one more time. Good. And then gently get yourself out of your straps. One and the other. Let your straps go. Come up onto all fours and have a cat on quadruped. So back of head is down, tail is down in equal amounts. And then release. Good. Nice cat. Good. That's it. Really let your tail go in equal amounts to your head, right? Pull, pull, pull the tail so it's not just your thoracic spine, it's also your lumbar spine. Good. And then we're going to come down on the next one into sassy cat. So you have your big high arch. And then as you come down, bring your left shoulder towards your left hip. You should hopefully feel a stretch on your right side. And then all the way up and down to the other side. Good. And one more time each way, all the way up. And then down and stretch. Good. And then back to center. Nice. I'm going to tuck my toes under so that I can lift my hips up. And you do, yep, that's it, Lisa, good. And we'll walk those hands in. Hold for a second there. Let yourself have the stretch. Hi, baby, baby. Hi, baby, baby. And then we'll round the spine all the way up. Good. All right. Let's take your right foot behind your left one. Just a nice open step. We're going to swing that arm up and over. Take your hand across your hip. Reach up as high as you can. Rotate toward the ground like you're doing mermaid. Feel that stretch across your mid-back. Ooh, did we work it that much today? All the way up and open behind you. Good. And then we'll step forward. We'll do the other foot back. Good. So all the way up, reach up high. So not over, not collapsing. Nice and long. Then rotate. Good. And then up to the side. Now lift your sternum. The arm comes up and behind you. Good, and then we step to home. Good. Let's do one nice open reach. So inhale, exhale, lift your chest, arms out to the sides. Rotate your thumb back and down your back as far as you can. There you go, that's the way. Good, all right, and then flip your hands over for a swan dive. Now they rotate to the sky. Push them up and back, hinge, feeling the length through the back of your legs. Pull the sits bones up. Good. And then drop your head and your hands down. Nice and easy. Feel the stretch, maybe increase for you. And then round your spine all the way up. Breathe. Good. One more breath. Nice. Very good. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Will you be with your daughter? Nice. And her sweet big dog. Are they coming over to your place or are you going to hers? Nice. Nice. It's always good to go to mom's. We'll go to Dad's. We're going to Dad's house. Yeah, his is the bigger place. All right, thank you. Happy Easter. Bye, Diana. So your house is now just the two of you?